So are you ready?
Yes. Thank you and welcome all of you to come to talk show. Let's make a decision to survive today. I'm your host from Sơn'S, and on the other side is my colleague, my Hương, who will with us lots of surprise. Hello, Hương.
Thank you, MC Sam, for introducing me, and I would like to send my sincere greeting to all of you who are present at talk show today.
Yeah, thank you, Hương. Next, we would like to thank this time for making it possible for the Group 1 Solution team to carry out and priority to bring this talk show to the audience. Come to the show, we will discuss and make decisions to solve a problem in a certain survival situation. In this episode, we will explore together the topic of ways to survive in the desert, a topic that is of interest to most of you today because it's novelty. However, before starting the program, I will introduce the guests to join our conversation. Due to the social distancing reduction pandemic, we have connected online. So I would like to introduce our guest today to three students from Fptu University. First, in the first room is Công Yan.
And listen, everyone. My name is Công Yan. I'm studying software engineering at Fptu University.
Yeah, hello Yan. And next in the second screen is Cẩm Nhi.
Yeah, hi son. Yes, my name is Nhi and my enjoy graphic design.
Yeah, hi Nhi. Finally, the remaining screen is Anh Vũ.
Hello teacher and everyone, my name is Anh Vũ and my major is graphic design. I study in Fptu University in Hcmc City.
Yeah, hello Vũ. Thanks all for coming to the show. Okay, all the guests are ready. Everything is ready. So let's make a decision to survive right now. First, in order to know the detailed topic of today, I would like to invite you as the guests to work together with an introduction about the situation being discussed right now by Hương Boys. Let's watch.
Surviving in the desert. It is 9 o'clock in the morning on a warm, chilly day. You and your three colleagues were on a short flight to a country in Southern California when your plane developed mechanical problems. The plane was frozen off coast by a few miles. Finally, the mechanical problem got worked. The pilots lost control of the plane. All crash landed in the desert. You and your three colleagues find yourself quite far from the plane. Though you keep looking, unfortunately, it seems that the pilot is missing. You and your colleagues are on your own. The nearest town which you saw from the window when you flew over it half an hour ago. It's about 30 kilometers away. That's an extremely long road, and you know that it will be very difficult. None of you can get any signal at on your cell phone, and without signal, none of the apps work. Daytime temperatures in this area can reach 40 degrees, and at night they can fall below 0 degrees. This is already start to get very warm, and you know that soon you will be in danger. One of your colleagues remembers reading in an article about the desert, and he said it is better to move around during the evening because it is less hot. He said that between late afternoon and sunset is the best time to move. In different parts of the desert around you, you see a variety of different things, including a map, an empty lighter, and a few item of clothing. With the same idea which your colleagues at the time, you realize that you need to come up with if you are going to manage to survive. Suddenly, there is a smell of smoke in the air. You look towards the plane and you see that it is beginning to crash. You know that this means that there is not much time to decide what to do because the fuel in the plane tank could be blocked. What do you do?
Okay, thank you, Hương. We just finished watching a video about the circumstances for today, and I have some questions to ask all the guests. How do you feel in a situation like this? Let's start with Yan's opinion first.
I think if I had to face that situation, then I must have been a pet one of mine. I think I will panic because I don't know what problem I will have. I need to get out of such a situation. But luckily, I was still alive after the market filter.
Oh yes, our life work research in is entirely anyway. That's the thing we find the most fortunate. Thank you, Yan. Next, Yi, how would you feel?
Oh, in my opinion, I think Jan right back to the unlucky day. That would be the worst day of my life. I was not only suffer bandit after the mariner and drown, also witnessing that it will be hard to avoid necessity so to keep trying to survive. However, after all that I feel lucky as I am still alive after the place crash.
I see that your opinion is quite similar to that, Yan. After having an accident on the plane, the first feeling I think we're mostly howling because we're still alive. Thank you, Yi. And what is your opinion?
Me, I would feel very scared and worried about how I live if I was stuck in a situation.
I see that our friend Wu is still a little scared and concerned when he encounters a case like this. Is it true that each person will experience different feelings when faced with this survival situation? Like Yan and Yi, they feel safe because they are still alive after a plane crash, and who feel insecure and can't figure out what to do to survive here. So, according to the guest, if you were in the dark desert, what skill do you think you would need in a situation like this? Let's start with food.
When I have a skill in this situation like this, I think first I will go to get some water because in the desert it's very hot and thirsty. It's easy to get dry water because finding water in the desert is a trust and challenging project. That's require strong willpower. Secondly, I had to find an outfit to me because when moving in the desert without water, clothing laden is extremely important. Clothes to help shield the body, protect against the sun, and prevent the cold. And and thirdly, we were the animal in the desert because the animal in the desert, they are usually active at night to avoid the heat of the day.
Oh wow, your opinion are great. I think you are a person who has learned quite a bit about this desert environment. Thank you. And Yan, how about you? What do you think?
Yeah, not sure. Not true.
Oh, sorry everyone. When I come to the skill needed in the research, I think the first needed ability to negative. Ability to negative is very important. It helps to find the direction to quickly get out of the research. In addition, it helps outside a slope of water to be able to serve illusion because moving in the research period water. The second most important thing is the ability to breathe after the storm passes. You can continue the journey. Finally, we must know how to control it by looking to the word SOS with leftover such as electric control. Long. I'm David.
I see that you have really great vision. As you say, orientation is not only a step to find a way to survive the desert, but also a way for us to regain our composure and make the best choices. Thank you, Yang. Sonyi, well, what is your opinion? Do you agree with both of them?
Bingo and Jan first flight outer is very difficult unless you are lucky. So I think it is smart, it's necessary that people mention a library to find water. Secondly, I skill as also important when feeling facing a dangerous situation. This skill can help to over the centuries, moreover in moving in the ditches. For example, when you need to find Satan behind a rock and two people together to avoid the church. Finally, I guess I agree with SOS singer which can ride in the sand. That's all.
Thank you for your lively discussion. We have talked about the feeling and the character we should have to be able to survive in a hot and cold place like a desert. I think that some point we might have to face a lot of problems while living in the desert. So, in your opinion, can you tell me what are the main problems you and your group face?
My opinion, the first difficulty is the lack of food or water to you during a long distance. Without that, we work hardly over the discuss to survive. To second is that the plan is gone, forcing you to move a difficult way. Finally, with no Wi-Fi or internet, that means the effect will be constantly difficult if they have maps.
Oh yeah, I know all the difficulties you have to face. Thank you, Nhi. Next, Jan, what do you think the main problem should be?
I think the biggest problem is lack of food and drink, lack of navigation method and no transportation. We can live if we move in the desert for a long time without food and drink, right? We can go if we don't know the direction. We cannot go over because human health is limited. Can we? So, in my opinion, the only what we have to fight.
Yeah, I think I can agree with you, Jan. Thank you. And Vũ, can you agree with your friend?
I don't agree with Jan's opinion. It's true that we can live without food and water, but we need to watch out for fisher animal in the desert. They are very angry and aggressive and can attack us at any time.
I know, but that work and it not you. Yeah, because I already have a necessary portion.
How can you survive without essential items to protect yourself, right?
Yes, I know, but I don't think I don't think that matter to me. I already have a actor and in order to protect myself and outside. It, mm, it don't matter to me.
Oh, come on. I think both of you have the right idea. But the important thing here, I think that everyone's opinion is different. We should be so angry with each other. Everyone has their own point of view. Um, I think Jan might need food and drink because he had already prepared all the equipment. As for Wu, he was full of food and water, so he needs a weapon to protect himself. Right, guys? All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for your great and interesting comments. Next, in order to change the discussion atmosphere, Hương has prepared a challenge for the guests and all audience to watch live. Please, Hương, give the rules of the challenge for the guests or all audience can participate too.
Thank you, Sơn. As you said before, I will give the guests and the audience the rules of the game. Okay, so this is as follows. So according to the initial circumstance, which is the program was given. So imagine you are in the desert after the plane crash, okay, and you look your backpack and you see that eight item, which is including lighter, okay, the next one is clothes, and a map of the area, a chocolate bar, the mirror, the flashlight, and the radio. So the last one is containers of water. Okay, so you just okay. So you have to choose top four items that important to survive. You need to survive. Okay, and so I will give you 60 seconds to type in the chat box. You can write it in the chat box, please. Okay, and so I will choose the fastest. The fastest. And so the reward for the persons who get a high score will be 3 bonus, and the second one will be 2 bonus, and the last and the third one will be just get 1 bonus. Okay, so in case that there are more people who have the same higher score, so I will ask them to confirm that the 3 fastest people sending messages on the chat box okay, will get rewards of the challenge. Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, so let's get started. Guys, come on. Just write in the chat box. You will get or not. Okay, time's up. So I will ask the guest first. Jan, can you tell me what you choose?
I think
good and
The
clean.
most important first is water, secondly chocolate bar, third is corn, next is water.
So, thank you, Jan. Now, suggestions of me.
I think the small important first is water, second is chocolate bar, third is mirror and cloth. Yes, I think so.
Thank you. Here is your opinion.
I think the most important is water. Second is chocolate bar. The third is lotus and pasta.
I'm so sorry about my connections. Okay. Okay, thank you, guests. I see that everyone has given themselves a great idea. Now I'm going to ask the audience who give the fastest answer. MC Sir, can you check who is the fastest?
I see will be the fastest in the chat box.
Okay, so can I ask you some question?
Okay.
Okay, so why did you choose these four items?
First, maybe the most important thing is a water container. So because you need water, of course. Second thing, a chocolate bar. Maybe you need some food to survive in the middle of the desert. The third is clothes because you need to keep warm because in the night the desert is very cold. And the last thing is a radio. I think that it's just for fun. I don't know what to use.
Okay, great, thank you. I just want to ask you one more question, okay? In other situations, might you use these items that you, in other situations like when you get lost in the forest like that, and four items can help you?
Maybe I will switch the radio with a map because a map is more efficiently. That's all.
Okay. So thank you. So through the suggestions, there are a lot of friends confused by their choice, and there are so many people who confidently become a talent survivor, right? Let's see the results together. The best survival strategy is to stay where you are. Each follows a flight plan before taking off, and so rescuer will follow that when the flight doesn't arrive at your destination. The worst strategy is to set up to try to reach to towns you would be unlikely to get there before, becoming exhausted. Therefore, the map of areas is not very useful. 0 points. The radios is also unlikely to be must-have because you can only receive a signal, not send 0 points. The clouds will be useful when the temperatures drop at night, 5 points. The lighters will make a spark and can be used to start a fire, 10 points. The chocolate bar will provide you with some energies and are easy to digest, 10 points. And the flashlight is useful for signaling at night, 10 points. The containers of water is essential for when you get thirsty, 15 points. The mirrors also is extremely important. You can use it to reflect the sun to signal to any rescuer. 15 points. Okay, guys, so you can you calculate your score and okay, just calculate your score. Just help me, please. Okay. So I will get first. Jan.
I think I'm 30 points.
Okay, so next me.
I 45. I 45 points.
And the last one, Bo.
I think I 1, 2, 3, 4, 44.
Okay. So we will see a total score. Okay. So I just add you. So Kate, can I ask you who have a score from 45 to 65? Can you raise your hand for me? Just raise your hand.
Okay. Wait, hold on. I have checked chat box and Dũng are fit 35, not 45.
35. Who else?
No one. Actually, no one.
No one?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Okay.
no, don't worry about that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I will show you the score and to know less than 35. Oh no, it looks like this is where the winner this time. You need to think clearly and stay calm if you are going to come out on top next time. Who have a score from 35 to 45. Good job! It wasn't easy, but you succeed in getting the attention of rescuer. Think twice before going out into the wildest net again. Okay, and last, for 45 to 65. Congratulations! You have got a rescue and you are fully rescued when you are able to signal a plane overhead. Perhaps your adventures have given you a taste for a great outdoor. So, okay.
I think I think the bonus boy will decide. I think he is 45 or 40. He maybe need 3 plus boy or 2 plus boy. And Dũng and Quang, Dũng will 1 plus boy. I think that. This is a live game, and this part is no in the script, so it's we can respect the game. Yeah. And we'll return to the guest. How do you feel after you play this challenge? What do you think?
Feel very interesting. Happy about survey research.
Yeah, thank you, Vũ. And Giang, what do you think?
I think very happy. Yeah, because I was invited to take show today.
Yeah, thank you, Giang. And Nhi, what's your opinion?
First, I'm so happy in here. Secondly, I see two MC so cute.
Thank you, Nhi. And that is the end of today's talk. So I hope that after this episode, it's not just the guest, and you can get useful knowledge to apply them in similar situations. Thank you very much for the devising. Thank you, Yan. Thank you, Nhi. Thank you, Will. See you soon.
Alright, so thank you more. Alright, so okay, so we don't have much time, so I will give you feedback. So basically, I find the talk show was interesting. I like the way you started, like what's the sound and the slides. Okay, it makes us feel like it was actually a talk show. Alright, so basically, I think the presentation was engaging because like you have some games, like you designed the presentation like a game to interact with the audience, and you also give them the scores to know like who can be the winners. It's very interesting. So the presentation was also informative because you showed us, the problem clearly, and you suggested the solutions. However, like I have a suggestion, like because everyone has a book, right? So basically, you didn't need to read the story aloud. So to save time, you just need to summarize it. I think like it can help us to save more time because like we have the book, so we don't need anyone to read for us. Just summarize the situation and that's it. Okay. So basically, the content was presented clearly and really well organized. So most of the speakers, you were actually speaking and interacting with the audience and with the other guests. I like the way you summarize the main parts after their answers so that we could like follow your presentation clearly. Yeah, so basically it's very good. Just a suggestion, like so next time you shouldn't read the whole passage because it's quite long and time consuming. You just need to summarize the situations and ask the audience to interact with you. And yeah, okay, so that's the